So on this problem, we're given the line, but we're not given the equation. That's what we need to find. So first we're going to start again by writing our slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, and we need to solve for some things. So we know y stays the same when we're writing an equation like this. X also stays the same. We need to solve for m, which is our slope. We don't know what that is. And we also need to solve for b, which is the y-intercept. And we don't know what that is. So let's start with b. B is our y-intercept, or where it crosses this y-axis right here. So as you can see, it crosses this axis at this point, which is 0, 3. So in that ordered pair, the y is the 3, so we know that our y-intercept equals 3. Now for the slope, we need to use the ordered pairs given, 2, 2, and 4, 1, to find out our slope. So the equation for finding slope is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we're going to label these variables in our ordered pairs. So we have x1, y1, and x2, y2. Now it's a matter of just plugging everything in. So m equals y2, which is 1, minus y1, which is 2, over x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is 2. So you get negative 1 over 2 as your slope. Just like that. So this equals negative 1 over 2. So now we can take both these numbers and just plug them back into our equation. So the final answer is y equals m, negative 1/2. You keep the x, plus our y-intercept, which is 3. So there's that line in slope-intercept form. We're going to do the same thing on this one. So we're going to write y equals mx plus b. We keep our y, we keep our x. Our slope, or m, we don't know, and our b, or y-intercept, we don't know. So we're going to start with the y-intercept again, where it crosses this axis. So we can see right here that it crosses at 0, negative 4. So we know that our y-intercept is negative 4. Our slope, again, we have to plug our ordered pairs into our slope equation. So 1, negative 1, and 2, 2. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. So then again, our equation is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So then plugging in the numbers, we get negative 1 minus 2 over 1 minus 2. So that equals negative 3 over negative 1. And the two negatives are going to cancel out. So we get 3 over 1. But we always want to write slope in its simplest form. So 3 over 1 ends up equaling 3. So our slope, or m, equals 3. And then we just plug again these numbers into this equation. So the final answer is y equals 3x. And then our y-intercept this time is a negative 4. So we're going to do minus 4. And there's your answer. So these next three should be pretty easy since we just used slope in our previous problems. So the slope equation, we're going to do m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Then we're going to label our ordered pairs, x1, y1, x2, y2. So now we're going to plug them in. M equals y2, which is 9, minus y1, which is 7, all over x2, which is 6, and x1, which is 5. So then that ends up equaling 2 over 1. And again, we want it in its simplest form. So we end up getting a slope of 2 as our answer. Here we're using negatives, so we need to be careful when we're writing these equations that we don't drop any negative signs or subtraction signs. So we're going to plug them in again. M equals y2, which is 5, minus y1, which is negative 3. Make sure you keep that negative sign in there. All over x2, which is negative 2, minus x1, which is negative 2. So then looking at this, we know that two negative signs next to each other equal positive signs, both of them. So 5 plus 3 is 8, and then negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Now here we run into an issue. We have 0 on the bottom. Now if you try to plug 8 divided by 0 into your calculator right now, it'll come out as domain error or error. So when you end up getting 0 on the bottom for any time you're trying to find the slope, you know that the slope is undefined. So if you were to graph that, you would get a line that looked similar to this, which means there's no slope, it's undefined.